Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
I'm just going to revel in the music, revel in the moment, revel in the time we have here this morning. We now have...
Reveille was at 0600. You missed it.
You missed it. Rhubarb Punch.
I did.
Yeah, Rhubarb Punch.
Where did that go down at?
Oh, my, oh, my. That was in the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Okay.
I was all right until they said you could adjust the pucker power. And I was like, okay, pucker power it is. Well, yeah, so, yeah, you take
Pucker power.
A few pounds.
Sounds like something Scrappy Doo used to say on Scooby-Doo.
Just take a few pounds of rhubarb and, boil it down with some cinnamon. What's funny is then you add, like, sugar, lemon juice. It's like, oh, maybe some oranges.
Tart.
Yeah. Pucker power is what is required here. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I can't get that one out of my head either. Hey, how are you doing this morning?
I am all here, and that's about it.
What were you saying? You didn't get a lot of sleep, or you woke up early?
Woke up kind of early and went back to sleep. Took a little while, but not too bad. And woke up one more time, and I was like, we still got some time to go. And next thing I know, it's past the time to go.
I love those mornings.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
Well, at least you woke up. I'm still sleepwalking here.
Okay.
So I don't know why, It's just Friday.
Yeah.
Day before a long weekend for most people. They're all... Most people. Do you remember getting all excited about, getting off for the weekend, for a 3-day weekend or anything? I mean, was that... Or were you just in radio for so long and you never got breaks? That,
more the latter, yeah.
Yeah, I just...
What's a holiday, That type of thing.
I loved my holidays. Actually, 4th of July, our family always got together, went up to the home, my parents' home up in Prescott, Arizona.
Right.
Just got all kinds of great memories and feelings from it.
Take a deep breath there.
I'll wake up any moment now. I made coffee even, That's
Coffee.
it hasn't quite kicked in. The soda wasn't doing it, but hey, now it's about. So, what we have now is International Day and National Day, and we've only got 6 of them here. We can get through them pretty quickly if you like.
Mm-hmm.
You interested? I know this is your favorite time of the show.
I have a favorite time?
I didn't know your eyes could go so far back in your head. That's pretty cool.
Oh, way back.
My ex was a wife, yes. Hers could go all the way around. She just whoosh,
I don't have that capability.
She did.
If I do, call The Exorcist.
It's International Day of Parliamentarianism.
Mm-hmm.
Parliamentarism. I'm just going to move on from there. But, we all appreciate our parliaments. Seems more, English. And it's an international day, so parliament, all that business.
Okay.
I'm not interested in politics at all right now. International Asteroid Day. Now, here we go.
Are we talking about the game?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Did you play it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was like a breakthrough in gaming at one point in time.
For some reason, my first year of college, I spent a lot of time at the student union playing Asteroids. Good old days. Good old days. International Cream Tea Day. Cream tea. Are you a tea drinker? Yeah, I can
Was
tell.
born and
what was
bred.
that?
Born and bred. I was trying to think of how to word that. Yeah, but I don't drink it as much as I used to because I probably drank it so much growing up.
Really?
Like sweet tea came with everything, lunch, whatever.
Okay. Iced tea, I assume.
Yes.
Not tea and crumpets in the afternoon.
No. We drink everything warm temperature, warm. Beer, tea, all of it. We don't drink anything cold.
Oh, man, my dad was always drinking tea. I always had it.
I
like it.
I still drink it, but I don't drink it like I used to.
Yeah. Me either. I used to get a lot from China. When I go over there, my engineer's wife would just pile me up with bags of this tea that's supposed to be really good. And I'm not really a tea fan, so I'd come home and distribute it to family members. They all liked it. They thought I went out of my way to get them something cool. All right, it's National OOTD Day.
Okay.
That's what I said. Yeah, okay. Not ote, but okay.
Okay.
Okay. National OOTD Day gives us an opportunity to express ourselves and document our personal style by sharing our outfit of the day. All righty. This is quite the outfit. I see you are showing off your outfit of the day. What kind of shirt is that? I mean, is that a bowling shirt?
Golf shirt.
It's a golf shirt. Okay, yeah.
But
I guess that makes sense.
it probably looks like a bowling shirt with the design on it, but it's like one of these. Whatever the guy's name is on the shirt.
Yeah, no, I see it all the way.
Special.
You could, I guess it's multi-purposeful.
But
maybe.
I do. And
you have a lot of these. Though.
I have a lot because I found a material I love to wear.
Really?
Yeah.
My son loves that stuff too.
Yeah, it feels great against the skin because I have that type of skin where if the material is made a certain way, it gets very irritated, very itchy, and I don't like to wear it.
These breathe usually a lot
they
better.
They breathe great, and so I'm not a golfer by any means, but I love these type of golf shirts.
You know what I would love? If somebody out there would call us up and let us know what the status of the golf course is out at the airport.
Have you heard? You haven't heard any more about it?
No, we went out there, and it looks great.
I know they're working on it, or were.
I may just go out there and just do a round. I mean, I don't know if they'll kick me off or not, but it's worth the chance.
Speaking of shirts, you have your Hang Loose shirt there.
That's right, baby.
Hawaii.
Right. My Hawaii Hang Loose. Yes.
What does it say? Shaka Bra?
Shaka Bra. Yo, bra. Hey,
what does Shaka Bra mean? Hang loose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go catch a wave, bro. There, get your board. Did you ever surf?
Do not have the balancing capability to do such a thing.
Me either.
Me neither.
But I boogie board
anyway.
like a. Oh yeah, I've tried so many times. Last time was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. Alicia and I went out. They always give me these little stupid long boards. I mean, I just can't have them. Give me a nice, regular, speedy. Yeah. Anyway, I couldn't even get up on the thing. It was like, oh my goodness!
I wouldn't even try. Even in my younger years, I don't think I would have tried.
It was humorous to watch. That's for sure. For sure. Social media day. I know you are heavy into your social media.
Yeah.
You're always on your phone.
Always.
Posting stuff.
Yeah.
What's your pseudonym out there? What's your avatar? What's your gaming tag? What is it that people would look for the John Staten social media? Jammin' John.
Which was once my radio alter ego at one point in time.
That's good. Jammin' John. I'm Soul Wizard.
Soul Wizard, eh?
Yeah, I go by Soul Wizard. Yes,
be a disco act with that name.
You almost got me. You almost, I almost busted into the move with a little song and dance and everything. Woo, glad I avoided that one.
Yeah.
It's also National Meteor Watch Day. So if you got a little extra
asteroids and meteors. Oh, interesting.
It is. There's a theme going on. I wonder why this day on June 30th. It is. But yeah, I like to watch the stars. I want to build a little platform out in the middle of our yard so that I can sit out there and put the telescope. WFLO, you were on the air.
Okay, well, today's Asteroid Day. Did you know that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Have you been talking about it? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, we just did. We just went through those international days. And not only is it International Asteroid Day, but it's also National Meteor Watch Day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
See? We all learned something here today. How are you doing?
Okay, are we going to see a meteor?
It depends on if those clouds, get out of the way or not. But it would be nice. Do you star watch?
I love to look at the stars.
Yeah. What does it do for you?
But I know that we're having a big coronal mass ejection, the CME. Really giant one that happened recently. So maybe that's why you're feeling a little low energy. Who knows?
That could be. And don't we have a full moon coming up sometime soon? Okay. I can always tell when I have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom how bright it is. If I have to turn on a light or not, if the moon's coming in full.
I know. You see shadows in the trees on the ground and everything. Monday is a full moon day.
Okay. That's a good day for it, I guess. That's also the fireworks day, too. So it's going to be interesting. We don't have clear skies projected, but I don't know. It'll be.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of
haze.
I guess that's part of the appeal of having those fireworks downtown is that they're low enough that you don't have to worry about all the cloud cover and everything. So.
No, I haven't seen the Farmville fireworks. I've been to Scottsville a few times.
Oh, okay.
We've actually got somebody out here in our neighborhood, in the Travelers Rest neighborhood by the river, that they did a display last year that went on for 2 hours.
Really?
There's some kind of big media people, I guess. They have a lot of money, but money to blow, right?
Yeah, really. Do you know if they're doing that again this year?
No, I'm trying to figure it out. They don't make it public or anything. I guess they have a lot of friends come by, but the people in the neighborhood then see it going on and watch it. So, but I know Scottsville's having a display as usual.
Cool. Yeah, I hear those are nice because over the river. I think any fireworks that are over the river tend to be really beautiful. You get that reflection.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people stand on the bridge and watch it. Yeah.
I think John said something like that yesterday.
Yep, I've done it before. Yeah.
One of my favorites was I was on a sky tram at SeaWorld in San Diego when the fireworks were all going off. So we were up in the air and we're getting to see it in the air and reflected down on the water. It was amazing.
Yeah, that sounds dramatic.
You doing anything for 4th of July special?
Nope, nothing special.
Nothing? Oh, okay.
No. Just my regular boring stuff.
That John's...
See, I'm not the only one.
John's like, don't make me do anything, please.
Well, I think it's kind of a privilege to be able to say that, so I don't know if I should be proud of it, but anyway.
Hey, everybody's got their own... Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks for
You're
letting
welcome.
us know.
Enjoy the asteroids and whatever else shows up.
Yeah, you have a great weekend and a great 4th of July.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
And you thought I was the only one that likes to do nothing.
No, I have found at this point in my life that not having a whole bunch of things can be just as exciting
this
as
time of
having
year,
too many things.
Back in the
going
radio
on.
days, I used to I dreaded this time of year because I had to walk in a parade
Oh, yeah.
in Scottsville.
Okay.
Walk the streets of Scottsville. There's a picture at one point in time that existed where I must have been spaced just right between what was in front of me and what was behind me because it looks like I'm just walking down the street by myself as people are watching. And it's an overhead shot too.
I can see the kids. Mommy, look at that one.
He's a weird looking thing.
I want to know who is that boy, Mommy?
Boy.
Who is that boy? Yeah. So I've got So those were the international days, national and international day. And so now we're moving on to the Herald. This is where John really gets excited.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Tell us what's going on. Larry.
What's happening there, Larry?
Let me tell you. Well, of course, the fires are still coming out. They have a map on the Herald if you want to go take a look at that. It kind of wildfire haze remains around Farmville, but the weekend storm should help. So that's great. It would be nice if they get those out. Smoke blows over, and we got clear skies again. It looks better today than it did yesterday. So but possibly it's because we can't see the sky either.
Might be.
All right, fireworks after dark and other celebrations return to the area. I think that's the only kind of new stories we have in the Herald. So now we have to go and find something else.
Are you contemplating maybe coming out to Farmville to watch the fireworks, or have you decided?
Yeah, we've said we were going to, but that never actually means we are going to do it.
Right.
But that's the intent right now. So.
Okay.
So I was looking at different things. I was looking at, did you ever watch, I think I've asked you this, The Mythbusters?
I know I know what you're referring to. I've never actually sat and watched it.
Really? Okay.
I mean, not a lot. Maybe I've caught a little bit here and there, but never watched like a full episode. But I know what you're talking about.
No, yeah. Okay. Just not aware of kind of the personalities
not
that are
really.
inside of that show.
I don't watch it enough to know, that's so-and-so and blah, blah, blah.
And they really changed over the years, too. It just got, they got popular, so they had the money to spend for more people to do more elaborate things. But so I started there, and I have some of those, which is really funny. But then there was this article. It was like, all right, Things you learned in school that have changed, that aren't true anymore. So, which is, I would think this list would be extremely long.
Yeah, it's growing.
What really drives me crazy is when they tell you, oh, yeah, what you learned was wrong, this is right. And then a week later, it's like, oh, we were wrong about that. This is more correct than we were before. So people think that chameleons, what'd you hear about chameleons? They change their colors to camouflage themselves?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, this article's claiming that that's not true. They just do it to regulate their temperature and speak with other chameleons. So, you have to be able to speak chameleon to really understand what's going on here.
Karma Chameleon by the
Karma
Culture
Chameleon.
Club explained all this way back when.
Why did I know you were going to do that? I never heard this one before. It says you can only taste certain things on certain parts of your tongue. I never heard that, and if I did,
now?
Like you can only taste certain things on certain parts of your tongue, like the bananas on the lower right side. I don't know. I've never heard that. I was never taught that.
I eat too fast to even notice such thing. Just kind of wolf it down,
I think
banana? What banana?
I just swallowed something. I'm not sure what it was. It may have been a bug. It says, according to the tongue map myth, different parts of your tongue are for different sorts of taste. The back of your tongue detects bitter taste, and the front takes sweet taste, and so on, so on, and so on. This is wrong. Wrong. Taste receptors are all over the tongue, and they pick up all kinds of taste.
That's kind of what I figured anyway.
You ever deeply... yeah, exactly. You ever deeply contemplate the tongue? Really spend some time in deep meditation?
No.
Really? I do this every once in a while. I lay down, I do my breathing. I start to go through every part of my body. And I'll focus on the tongue, just about the taste buds, Do a little repair work here and there. You never know when a taste bud has gone awry. You need to get it back into line.
And how, pray tell, do you do that?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
Just keep it to yourself.
Mind. It's in the mind. It's all in the mind. Just So it says myth. Mm-hmm. Sir Isaac Newton.
Yes.
What was he famous for?
I don't remember.
Discovered gravity when an apple fell on his head. Apparently, this is not true. Newton's apple legend isn't true, but like many urban legends, it's an embellishment version of something that actually happened. An apple didn't fall on Newton's head, but Newton did start theorizing about gravity when he saw an apple falling from a tree and started to think about it. This is kind of like the tongue thing. You got to spend a little time thinking about it to make it go.
I think of all the things that were, discovered, I'd say the gravity would have been the easiest of all. It doesn't take much to go. Pick up something and drop it.
It's an interesting thought, though. But before that time, and it's. I think it was more than just
a man was celebrated for going, "Hey, watch."
He put a name to it, but he also put a concept behind it. Oh, but this is actually really interesting. Yesterday, I read an article about they finally heard a gravity wave. So gravity waves, they are kind of the insight to the universe, basically. They're now saying that they can measure and map things with a level of intricacies that they were never able to do before. They were never able to capture this gravity wave and basically use it to map. It's exciting. To me, It's super exciting. And my theory is that gravity waves with dark matter and dark space are all really highly connected with each other. They keep the universe together and moving and flowing and all that stuff. So if you're interested in it, go look up the article about the discovery or the hearing of gravity waves. Albert Einstein, I guess. I know. I should probably move on to something else.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. What about Albert?
He failed math in school and was a terrible student. Well,
I understand he was doing his best stuff when he was a patent clerk.
Yeah, that was some of his top discoveries.
Go ahead. So what about Einstein?
It's an attractive idea for young kids. Maybe you're bad at school, but you can still be born a genius later on in life. So yeah, I thought.
So don't be so mean to the geeky guys. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I loved it. There was an article I read decades ago about Michael Jordan and how much money he made per moment, doing this. And they go on and on and on about how much money he makes. And then it goes, and that's one fraction of what Bill Gates makes in a moment. So, the geek one, basically, I guess was the whole point.
There's
of that.
always somebody that's better.
There is, isn't there? Somebody stronger, faster, smarter,
that's
richer. Yeah, it is. But I don't know what that really means when you say that.
It just means, like anything, there's always somebody ahead of you. That's just the way it is.
I wonder sometimes how that motivates or unmotivates people. Sometimes
I don't know. A good point. If you asked Michael Jordan, he'd probably say it probably didn't at all. He just did what he wanted to do.
He was motivated,
passionate
already.
about what, and the rest. Well, you think about it, it wasn't just obviously his talent got him where he was, but all this money that you're talking about comes through endorsements and all this other stuff that he's not playing anymore. He hasn't played in years,
and he still looks good.
Oh yeah,
man.
What I'm saying is he still has because of what his accomplishments were, his career, based off of his career, he still has a career, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
He's just not an active player. Is all.
I was considered him such a class act. He's one of the few people in this limelight with that level that hasn't had some kind of controversy or, I'm sure there's been some, but I can't really remember him. I just always admired him immensely. And then there's that whole thing, just trying to be the best that you can possibly be. And in Michael Jordan's case, he was the best.
I know he made some money. He just sold the what was the team he owned? Charlotte?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Charlotte Hornets, something like that.
I remember when he bought that. It was a little strange when he got into it. It's like, okay,
well
he can afford it.
That happens even in the NFL. You get these guys that have played, like Elway, who ended up being... he wasn't the owner of the Broncos, but he was like in the office doing some of the, whatever the
secretarial work.
Yeah. Hey, Elway, give me some coffee.
Did you make copies?
He was making decisions for the program, I think, and so
that kind of makes sense.
Like a GM, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that. Good old Elway. My brother couldn't stand him. He was like, wrong way, Elway.
Wrong way, Elway.
Like, yeah, we kicked your butt. That's the thing. Wherever I go, I kind of take on whatever local team is there, like most people do. So I lived in Colorado for a while, and that was when...
You were a Colorado Rockies fan?
Funny. I did like my Broncos, what's happened to me a lot in my life is wherever I move, the sports teams do really well. So I'm expecting something here in Virginia to really catch fire if I pay attention to it. It's all about me. All right, we shall move on. This is sort of distracting. I'm looking at the computer screen, and there's this little puppy off to the side that's really cute, and I can't, and it's moving and stuff. I can't keep my eyes off of it.
What website has a puppy bouncing up and down?
Let's see. It is, I don't know. But the myth is diamonds are made from ultra-pressurized coal, carbon, basically.
And they're a girl's best friend.
Oh, they are, and it's interesting because every once in a while, Alicia will take her diamonds out for a night on the town. She's like, it's a nights out for me, So.
Signaling ships when y'all are at the seaside.
It says both coal and diamonds are found from carbon under the surface of the earth, which is where the myth comes from. But the carbon that forms diamonds is much more pure, and the process requires much more heat and pressure. Okay. Oh, we'll take that. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. We talked about this the other day.
Yes, we have.
It says its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground.
Oh, now, come on now.
Yeah, I can't believe they're, weight shaming the bee. This is really not cool.
Is that what it's called, or is it fat shaming?
It's fat shaming in this case, It depends on how you do it.
Watch out, Larry. He's coming for you.
I like my little bees. Bees are cool. Wasp, I can't stand. Oh, my God, wasp. What did you guys do here in California or in Virginia to get your wasps to be like small birds?
I don't think we did anything. They drop them from planes around
I've
here.
been stung so many times by wasps here.
We get insects that weren't actually in this area originally.
Yeah.
We get wonderful things. We get ladybugs that aren't really ladybugs and all that
Oh,
good
yeah,
stuff.
I remember that. The first year we're like, whoa, we're always asking the neighbors, is this normal? Really? Then we'll read them like,
Attack of the ladybugs.
Did you get it? Did you get
yeah.
Oh, man.
It was nuts.
Same year as the cicadas, wasn't it?
Something
last
like
year?
I don't keep up. Oh, I hate to pause all this fun and greatness and wonderfulness, but I guess we got to do some stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's that
I'm
time.
glad you keep an eye on this thing.
Well,
We need a
I have a
big
great
clock.
angle.
We need a big clock, right?
That doesn't tick because the mics will pick it up.
We're going to... All right, and with that, this edition of The Weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Thank you very much, Stuart. The temperature got up to 70 since we talked last, and the humidity is at 92%. The winds are calm, and the barometer is 30.06. I think that went up a little bit since last time I spoke about it. So it is predicting more haze today with a slight chance of thunderstorms this evening. Only a 20% chance, but it's going to get up to 85 degrees, and overnight it's going to get down to 68 with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. On Saturday, very similar. It's going to be partly sunny to start with, and then a 40% chance of thunderstorms later on in the evening, and a high of 88. And Saturday night, 40% chance of thunderstorms with a low of 70. This looks like the most predicted of the precipitation that we're going to get. On Sunday, however, it's going to be partly sunny, and then a 40% chance of thunderstorms. It's getting up to 93. Monday's the same thing, 93 for a high, mostly sunny, and then a chance of thunderstorms. Overnight on Sunday, it's going to be 30% chance of storms with a low of 71, and then on Monday night, 30% chance again of thunderstorms and a low of 69. And on Tuesday, for the 4th of July, it is going to be 90 and mostly sunny. It looks like a beautiful day. It just reminds me I need to mow my lawn before the weekend. You want to have a nice looking lawn for the holiday,
True.
The Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brooknell, and their loan offices in downtown Farmville. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, business formations, and collections. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
I was thinking I was only having two names on this list. Then it dawned on me. Yeah.
Wrong answer.
Full weekend of birthdays and anniversaries, from
That's
what I
why
can see.
Chris didn't come. She's like, I ain't reading
She
all
bailed.
the birthdays.
I didn't think she was coming. She does it normally on Fridays.
Well, and I should tell everybody out there. Well, I'll tell them afterwards.
Okay.
You do this first.
All right. For today, happy birthday on June 30th. Here we go. Eileen Newman of Farmville.
Eileen, happy birthday.
Valerie Gale Weston. And that officially ends the birthdays for June.
Wow.
So now we go
Scary.
into the weekend. And that would be July 1st, Saturday. Happy birthday, Liam Watson, Beth Robertson, Tracy Hammonds, Jesse Roberts, Ashton Knight, and I'll hold off on the anniversaries.
Okay.
We'll go back to that.
All right.
All right, now for Sunday, the 2nd of July, Stephanie Spiegler Spigler.
I'd probably say Spiegler, but I don't know.
Spiegler. Yeah, that's better.
Kind of
Stephanie Spiegler. One of us is right. And I think it would be you.
Oh, you're so kind.
How about this one? Bob Schott or Schott? Schott.
Oh, shots. I
don't know.
Happy
We have an
birthday,
anniversary.
though.
Yes. Happy birthday to everybody, whether you're on this list or not. Now, with the anniversaries, let's go back to Saturday. George and Renee Booker having an anniversary.
Saturday.
On Saturday.
Saturday.
And then on Sunday, it's Kyle and Alyssa King having an anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy birthday, happy
I'd
anniversary.
love to know how
you made it or
long
not
people have
on
been
our list.
Married and stuff. It's always impressive to me.
It
most
does
of the
not
time.
say on these how long.
So, well, and people, if you didn't get your birthday on here and you'd like to, you got somebody coming up that's special, you could always send your birthdays into general at WFLO.net or birthdays at WFLO.net. You could call us up at 434-394-0924, or you could actually just mail it in to 217 West 3rd Street, Suite 2, and that's Farmville, Virginia, 23901. So.
And who brought all this wonderful birthday anniversary to us?
Well, it was Terry Atkins Wilson PC. And, if you need the right legal advice, you should go visit them down on Main Street in Farmville. That is Terry Atkins Wilson PC. Friends of us and friends of the station, for sure.
And I believe you were going to give us a thing on...
Oh, I was going to give a little update on Francis. He had his surgery yesterday, get a feeding tube in.
Right.
Chris let me know they were done. Everything went fine, and they were on their way home. So as far as I know, everything's good. Thank you for the hopes, the prayers, and they love cards. I know that they look forward to having the mail come and read those cards. So, and I think most people, and there might be people who probably weren't listening yesterday or the day before, but we did have a dedication of the studio here to Fran. It was a beautiful little ceremony. It was it was touching. I know I got a little teary-eyed here and there along the way, but it was really nice. It was nice to meet the people that made this station, too. And the heart of that was Fran himself. So we wishing the Woods a great day, a great weekend, a great holiday.
Because we're broadcasting from where now?
The studio's actually
The
called the Fran.
Yeah. You go ahead.
The Fran E. Wood Studio, right?
Franny.
Sorry, Fran. Francis E. Wood Studio. Franny.
But I've caught myself calling him Fran in these recent years when I used to not call him
Never?
that.
You
No.
always said
When I
Francis.
heard somebody else calling him Fran, and I must have stuck with me or something.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think that's how he introduced himself to me. So that was the original. Yeah, it was a great. Though that was a great introduction because he came up. He's got his like Polaris out, because he's got all that property.
I think his brother made a joke about him. Looks like he's skiing.
Oh yeah, he's got his
Dwight.
He's got such a great set of walking sticks. It's amazing. He's got all the Indian stuff in there, but. Yeah, he's got some great walking sticks. I made him a walking stick, actually.
Did you really?
Out of the stuff he gave me. He gave me these twisted branches and beautiful things. And when they turn out to be this like white silky stuff once you sand them all down.
Okay.
So I took one of those and I made it into a walking stick for him. So, but I like the ones he had. I was talking to Alicia about that. I want some of those poles, man. All right. Where were we? Where are we now? Shall we move on to something else? Maybe.
You're the captain of this ship. You guys.
We are sinking fast here. All right. Here's a question. I've got some questions I got to ask you.
Okay.
John, I've been wondering about these things.
I'm sure you have.
Quite a while.
What have you been dying to ask?
What is the weirdest item you keep by your bed?
Weirdest?
No, get out of the gutter, dude. Not that.
No. I'm trying to.
I know. I'm just painting a picture for our audience. Weirdest thing. Weird.
Nothing weird. I wouldn't think.
Really?
No.
Do you have anything weird? Or maybe,
well, maybe to somebody. Well, all right.
That's
well,
the thing. Who's to determine it's weird?
Yeah,
or not?
it would have to be an outside person that would consider something weird. I don't know. There's probably an action figure or two close to where I am. Now, granted, my nephew is a part of that reasoning.
And your favorite action adventure hero, Dolly doll?
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
No, it's not.
It would be the Man of Steel.
Yeah, you got it. You like the super dude, huh?
Yeah, that
Super dude.
that went way back to when I was a kid. I remember being so young that there was like a picture illustration of Superman on the wall in the room that I was in when I was a little boy, and I don't remember suggesting it being there or anything like that. I didn't even know who he. Yeah, it's just like, oh, who's that? And what's that? Superman, blah, blah, blah. And
they're like, hey, Johnny, this is what you're just
aspiring to. The seeds were planted early on, I think.
Let's water it. What are you doing?
But anyway.
So Superman.
I mean, I've in my earlier years, I was kind of, I had a Spider-Man phase when I was younger and all.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
But I always went back to Superman. And I think it was for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, the Christopher Reeve movies had a big impact on me. Because they used to show those on TV, or usually around the wintertime, like I want to say near the holidays. And it would make it a 2-hour special on ABC. They'd make a whole movie last 2 nights.
Really?
They did it with bonus footage that wasn't actually in the theatrical release, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think I've seen any of that.
Well, you can do that now. They put out on a Blu-ray the actual 2-hour TV movie special.
Okay.
So you can watch that now. They did it with the second film too, but that has yet to be released. But so I think that with the comics that I was looking at, I just think Superman was just like this fixture that. Yeah. Now, a lot of people hate Superman these days because he's not cool or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
They've
the fanboys, I mean, the fan people.
Well, that's because they've made versions of Superman that made him not a good guy, but more
well,
of
they do that. But see, I think the part of that was to make him seem cool. And it's backfired dramatically because the people that are fans of Superman don't like this dark versions that you're getting.
So how did it affect you when Christopher Reeves came down where he was in a wheelchair?
Oh, man, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was
and
amazed.
that happened in Charlottesville.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I had no idea. What was the actual circumstance? Do you know?
He was riding a horse, and I don't know if he was too high in the saddle. I don't know, or he was hunched over too much, or I don't know the logistics of what he was doing, whether it was him or the horse or what. But he got thrown and landed the way he did, and that.
No, he passed away.
But not right away. I mean, he lived a long time with that. Yeah, he's since passed.
10 years or so?
Probably.
It's hard for me to remember.
A lot of people are no longer with us that were in it. Margot Kidder is no longer with us, who played Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman's still living.
This is supposed to be a fun question.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, go back to where we were, it was probably an action figure or something like that, Superman or something.
I think I keep let's see. I keep that toothache stuff that that numbs your teeth or something. If
Never
you got
had that. What is that?
Oh, it just numbs you out. It's like a Novocaine, a topical Novocaine. But I never know when I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and I've been either like my tongue's been doing something that I don't know what it's doing, but it gets all raw in there, and it's impossible to go back to sleep unless I have a little numbing agent there. So it's maybe one of the stranger things I keep.
And I probably have some comic magazines or something close by too. So
now we're getting a little too much.
Well, the more I think about it,
anime or just
no. I'm no anime. I'm straight superhero stuff. No anime for me. The heck with that anime stuff.
Okay, I gotta move on. I'm gonna cry. Did you know there's a new Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie coming
again?
Out? It's called.
What is this? 20 something?
And they set this up. This is part 1. This is Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Part 1 of a trilogy of new movies.
Huh? That's coming out on July 12th.
So. You know where I stopped on that? probably the third one, and they've made what 20 since 17,
yeah.
whatever it's been.
I just wish it wasn't Tom Cruise anymore. I mean, it's just this. Oh, dude, I think it really took me over the edge when they cast him for Jack Reacher. And I mean, I've read every Jack.
And that's
Reacher
because
book.
Jack Reacher is a tall guy,
6'4", 200 plus pounds, and then they put Cruise in there. How did anybody think that was okay?
Well, that goes both ways. Wolverine, the character in X-Men,
Yeah.
is supposed to be a short guy.
Oh, well,
Maybe even shorter than I am, and they put Hugh Jackman in. Now, granted, I like Hugh Jackman, but he's tall as can be.
Yeah. I never read any of those, so it didn't bother me who he was.
But I understand why people, because I don't read books that are based off of or films that are based off books, and so it doesn't bother me because I've never read the book. But I understand how they feel when they don't get the casting right on some of these superhero type films.
I'm trying to remember what I watched the other day. It was I think it was Extraction 2. You know, and it just over and over again. I hate these movies that now their only formula is how many fight scenes, chase scenes, death scenes can they, put into something. I mean, they won't even bother to develop a character anymore. It drives me nuts.
The Hollywood thing is that it's too boring for the audience.
See, and I think that's sad.
They underestimate the audience.
Yeah, I think if that's really the reflection of our society, that we have to have mindless, stupid violence for 2 hours to enjoy ourselves. To me, that's.
But I don't know if I blame
ludicrous.
the audience or if I blame the filmmakers on that.
I blame the filmmakers all
too.
the way, and that's what sparked that was the book. You like
because if that's that's being put out.
Yeah.
You either have two choices: go see it or don't. And then
right.
that's
It is right. I don't have to turn that stuff on, and more we're watching less and less of that type of stuff. That's one of the things. If I'm looking for a movie or a show, if it's based on a book, I'm more likely going to watch it because I'm pretty sure that they've developed the characters somewhere along the line.
Right.
The adaptation sometimes just turns into the formula. That's how it goes. I actually did see earlier some box office blunders. Like, these are the biggest box office movie flops ever made.
Supposedly they're happening right now, but go ahead.
There's a lot of them, yeah. Well, this was 2004, The Alamo. Did you watch that?
No, but I know what you're talking about. They put a lot of work into that. I want to say that was a Disney production.
I think so, yeah.
And they put a lot of money and effort into it. Yep. The problem was they didn't cast big enough. They didn't.
Well, they had Russell Crowe, Ron Howard.
But Russell Crowe wasn't
John
in
Lee
that.
Hancock. Well, it says he was. It seems Hollywood's.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm thinking of another film then that's based off the Alamo. Yeah, you're right about Ron Howard, though. I do remember that.
It's saying the money problem was that they overcasted this because they did. They had Ron Howard, Russell Crowe, John Lee Hancock.
I don't know who that is, though.
Howard was producing it. So, but anyway, they lost about 120. They lost almost $100 million on that show.
Well, the problem with that is making a movie based off something that everybody knows how it ended.
Yeah, well, and it sounded like what happened was what we were just talking about. It says they exceedingly overplayed the battle, so they probably made the battle an hour long.
But the other thing of that is John Wayne did an Alamo movie where he directed it, and that also was a bomb in the 60s or whatever.
Like that?
I don't know.
I think I saw that one. It had Davy Crockett in it.
He was Davy Crockett.
Okay.
And I want to say, I can't think. Richard Boone was Sam Houston, I think. It was just sort of a guest appearance, but they should. I don't know. I don't know if any representation of the Alamo as a movie or a film has ever been successful.
Done the Alamo successfully. I think they tried some TV shows on it too. I mean,
right. The one I was thinking
Harmel
might have had Dennis Quaid in it. Does Dennis Quaid in this one you're talking?
I didn't see that in here, so
I don't know. But I have watched something about why it failed or something like that. It was pretty interesting.
There's another one here. It's called House of the Dead. I don't know. I don't Don't watch that kind of stuff.
Neither do I, but I've heard of it.
What's interesting about this one is they blame it all on the German film director Uwe Boll. It's Uweboll, Uwe Boll. But this whole article here about it is like everybody hates this guy. I don't know how he gives it work.
So let's
but
get him to direct this film.
critics, director, everybody's like, they would have liked it, but no, he had to do it. It only lost 1.8 million.
Not
so
all.
we're good there. Alexander.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
3-hour film made of flashes of half-baked ideas sewn together, riding on a hope that viewers would be thrilled to see bleach blonde Colin Farrell, who depicted Alexander the Great, with Angelina Jolie, who played his mother, and saying
I'd almost forgotten about that one.
He's only a year younger than Angelina Jolie, and she's cast as his mom.
But you'd be surprised how often that sort of thing gets done.
I agree with that. And it throws me off. It's like, oh, wait, this isn't working really well. What, is she 3? What? Wrong. Sinbad. Yeah, I heard this one was just terrible. Legend of the Seven Seas. Did you see that?
I remember the older ones. Who was in this one?
It's a Disney animation one.
Oh, okay.
Brad Pitt was Sinbad.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer was.
So it was a Disney animation film that tanked.
It tanked.
Wow.
Lost somewhere between $125 and $176 million. The final nail.
No love for me, pirates.
This is the final nail in the coffin. Epic money loser. I love how they just.
You landlubbers don't want to watch our movies.
It opened against Finding Nemo, which actually was a fantastic show.
Well, that one. That's probably why it just. Finding Nemo just outdid it.
And Terminator 3 and Legally Blonde 2, because that was quality work, that Legally Blonde. Again,
I can't get Larry to stop talking about that movie, how much he loves it.
Ooh, this one's a 1964 film, the year I was born. The Fall of the Roman Empire, featuring epic performances of Hollywood legend Christopher Plummer, Alec Guinness, and crowd favorite Sophia Loren. She's an interesting character.
All those people, and it still flopped, huh?
It says, let's see here. It says the film is considered to be one of the best sword and sandal movies of all times. It broke records with the 92,000 replica of the Roman Forum, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why but it lost $14 million in the end of it, despite all its film script. Blah, blah. It was nearly enough to cover the cost. Well, with that kind of cast, I suppose, and the set. It sounded like the set was off the charts. Cool.
It does.
$14 million loss for a 1964 film is pretty big.
$14 million.
$14 million. Quite shitty. The Mummy.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Is
that the Brendan Fraser one?
No, I love the
Brendan
Fraser one. Wait a minute,
this was the Tom Cruise one.
Exactly.
That everybody forgets about.
Well, because it was terrible.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. I was disappointed. Because I loved the Brendan Fraser one.
Okay.
I really did. And I saw that one in
thought that
Los
was a
Angeles.
hit. That's why I was a little surprised.
Yeah.
But I forgot about the Tom Cruise. You know that was supposed to be the lead-in for all these Universal horror movies to make a comeback?
Oh, really? Really?
And
a
because
remake-y thing?
Because it bombed, it didn't happen.
I saw The Mummy with Brendan Fraser when it came out in Los Angeles at the Chinese Theater. They have oh my God,
right.
You got to go do that someday. If you're ever in Los Angeles, you're ever on Hollywood Boulevard, go to one of the
I've been there, but I didn't see a
theaters.
film there, but I've been there.
You seen the size of the screen? You see the size of that screen?
I didn't get to go inside, but I did walk by there.
It says The Mummy was Tom Cruise's career top opening. It opened at $169 million. It grossed $410 million, but it cost over $345 million. It went over budget by almost $150 million, so estimated loss was $95 million on that.
That's just money.
The 13th Warrior.
That
1999.
was Antonio Banderas.
It was.
Antonio. That is a bad. That one I did see, and I did not. It was boring as all get out.
I don't remember it at all. And
You're
Antonio,
not missing anything.
Oh man,
Antonio Banderas.
I've got different reactions to him. Most of them are negative, but
why do you not like me?
My favorite role of his was Puss in Boots and Shrek. I'm telling you, he was brilliant.
You don't like me as Zarlo, but you like me as Puss in Boots?
I do. The scene where he coughs up a hairball is priceless. I laughed so hard on that one. Ooh.
That's because you think I'm joking.
Oh,
You do not actually like me.
There's. I'm moving on. By the way.
I'm not moving on.
Holy crap, we're getting close to the end here, dude.
You hope. I've never seen Larry want to end the show so quickly.
No, you misunderstood me.
Go ahead. What else do you have?
2011, Conan the Barbarian.
Another one I saw here in Farmville, and man, you talk about disappointment. I was really hoping that, well, to be honest, what I really wanted was for Schwarzenegger to come back, because there was talk of he was going to come back and be the older Conan, the way the original ended, where he's on the throne and he's like King Conan.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And there was talk of that was what was going to happen. And then that fell through for some reason or another, so they decided to get Jason Momoa, who they get for everything these days,
of course,
to be the new Conan. And I went despite
he's so pretty. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He's not as pretty as I am, though, Antonio Banderas.
No, he's not.
But anyway, make a long story short, not a good movie. Very forgettable.
I don't think I saw that one. How about the original, though?
I love the original.
It was amazing.
Conan.
Yeah, with James Earl Jones was great in that.
I watched that movie as much as I could as a kid.
Really?
I loved it.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it.
It's weird to go back and watch it now, though. It's kind of like, ooh.
I guess nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
Rose-colored glasses. I don't know. I love it.
So, did you ever watch Cutthroat Island?
Heard of it. Is that another pirate movie?
Yeah, it's a pirate movie. You got it.
Who's
with
in that?
Gina Davis.
Yes, that's the
and
one I was
Morgan
thinking.
Adams.
That's the one I was thinking of.
I wonder why this one's so bad. Box office total $18 million.
The lead was probably not that well known. Who was it? Not Gina Davis. It was somebody else, right?
I'm not.
She was like the co-star or something, right? Maybe I'm misremembering.
The sword slashing musky. Blah, blah, blah. They lost almost $90 million.
Wow.
On that thing. Cutthroat 13.
Maybe she was the lead star in that. I thought there was one she did like that where she was the co-star, but whatever.
Well, I can't. You're right. The second half of the show always goes 10 times faster than the first
once you
half.
get past that bottom of the hour, it just sort of flies by.
And with that, John Staten is going to stay in the studio. He's going to entertain you.
No, it'll be Antonio Banderas.
I dare you to do the whole show as Antonio.
I can't do that to our sponsor.
That's true. Because they will no longer be our sponsor. Anyway, we love you out there. We really do. And I hope you have a great day, great weekend. We'll see you soon. 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 We'll see you soon.